What's going on, guys? In today's video, we have one of our Rockstar Accelerator students, Paige. She's doing some amazing things. In her first couple weeks of joining the program, she was able to close her first deal and create a $4,000 profit. And then right after that, she's able to find a second opportunity where she's expecting to make over $10,000 on this second deal. It's amazing results.
Absolutely. So before we hop in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the bell to be notified of new videos we post every week. Page, well, we are so excited to have you on the channel. I remember when we had our first conversation, I was actually enrolling you in the program. You were talking about, you've done other programs before. You just weren't too sure. There was a little bit of a fear there, a little bit of confidence that it was like, hey, I'm not too sure what I'll be able to do with this program. But in less than 30 days or around the 30-day mark, you've already got your first deal under your belt.
It only took a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. We're super excited about that. But why did you decide to join the Accelerator program in the first place?
I wasn't aware of the market for mobile homes. If you're not living there, you kind of just pass them up and not really pay any attention. And I don't know how, but I found you guys' YouTube channel and I just started looking and I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. And one day before I contacted you guys, I was driving past a mobile home park on my way to my way home. And I was like, I had watched a video about networking with the park manager. So I was like, you know what, let me go in. No script, no idea what I was doing. But I went in and I talked to the receptionist and they were like, they were acting as if nobody had ever came and asked those questions like, hey, do you guys have any homes in the park for sale? And they were very receptive of it. And I was like, okay, so this sounds, in the moment I had confidence and the conversation came a lot easier than when you cold call for like wholesale deals. It's if you there, it's you can't just stand there and freeze. You have to talk to people. So I did it. And then I had the call with you and I was like, I feel like I could actually do it. I'm not extremely confident in buying programs because I have that habit of, being stuck in analysis paralysis where I want to learn something and I will buy the information and there's still that fear of starting. But the program is like, it's hard to not hold yourself accountable because you guys lay out all the information that we need. And there's constant calls for accountability with you guys. So it's like, it made it a lot easier.
Joined our program, the Accelerator program, and within a couple weeks, you were able to actually find your first deal and actually get paid. Were you expecting results so fast?
I wasn't. I expected me to be me. I expected to maybe do a few of the modules and quit. But like I said, it's hard not to hold yourself accountable in the program. It's really hard because you buy these programs and you maybe get the education and access to a Facebook group. It's not as personal where you have somebody ask, you not only do you have somebody checking in on you, but you can ask any and every question and I can get, I can go to the Facebook group, but I can also get a direct answer from the two of you and not have a million people who are in the same program. Some people, they actually know what they're talking about, but you post the question and you get 15 different perspectives, and it can be frustrating. So
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely.
We've been there.
yeah.
And you mentioned, being able to basically collab, ask questions. One of my favorite things about our program is our masterminds, a chance for all of us to come together and earn and learn together. I'll never forget this. When we were looking at your first deal, you were in the field with your daughter. You actually brought her to the appointment with you. Like, hey, I got to make it happen. Talk to us about your willingness to just take massive action. And you didn't use no excuses. You brought her along with you. How was that experience for you?
I mean, you just have to get to a point where you realize you have to do it. You have to make sacrifices. With social media and everything, people think that it's easy. And I do feel like mobile homes it made it easier to talk to people because it's a lot more up close and personal. And my fear was the phone, and building up that courage to make the call first, and then you build up the courage to make the phone, and then you either get the wrong number or they don't answer. So, and you have to do that over and over again. But like I said, when you're there, you can't freeze. You have to either wing it, try to win people over with your personality, try to build rapport, and that works better for me than being on the phone so much. And it builds confidence, just being able to be in the same space with people and have them genuinely like you and want to try to throw those deals your way. But it's still work. It's still work. You still have to maintain those connections. You have to get out in the field. You have to sacrifice some time. Right now I do commute to work, so I'm working I drive about an hour to get to work and get back home. So it's not as easy, but I'll drive through a park on a Saturday or Sunday. I'll call park managers on my lunch break. If I can get back before their office is closed, I'll do that too. It's just about, you just have to make it happen. If you want to do it, you have to make it happen.
I love that. I love your energy. It's like, there's no excuses. We're going to fit it in somewhere. There's somewhere we can fit all this in. And like you said, it takes sacrifice.
If I have to bring the munchkin with me, I brought her to a real estate meetup, like Wednesday. That's why I wasn't the call. But I brought her to a real estate meetup with me, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so bored. Why am I here?" But I'm like, hey, you're gonna be here one day. You might thank me for this.
Exactly.
You might thank me.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So let's talk about your first deal. I mean, can you walk us through a little bit of details about, your first deal and how much you were able to make on the deal and the wholesale deal?
So my first deal, I acquired, it was a wholesale deal. I got it under contract for $4,500, and I put it on the market, and it didn't take long at all. I got the messages. It was overwhelming almost immediately. And I didn't want to hang on to it for too long. So I had one guy walk through it, and he was really convincing. And this was my first time actually negotiating in person. I wasn't prepared for it. I had just read, what's the book? Never Split the Difference. And at first I went in there, I told him the price that I wanted. I listed it for $15,000 initially. And I told him that I would take no less than 12. And I was kind of expecting him to, take that 12 and say, hey, you know what, I will give you the 12. But when he came over, he was like, he was looking at it. He was like, oh, he was negotiating me down. And at first I was just kind of weighing it. I wasn't applying all the things that I had just read. And once I started thinking about what I read in the book, and I stuck to my bottom line. I gave it to him for 85,000. 8,500, I'm sorry, not thousand.
I was like, dang, girl.
Yeah, 8,500. So I probably could have got it if I would have went in there prepared for a negotiation and, you know, thinking about everything that I had read and applying all those practices. I could have gotten it for more, but that's what I'm enjoying about the business, just the learning process. You know, we can read, we can ask questions, do the modules, but a big part of it is experience. And I'm enjoying that. Now I'm actually experiencing things, and I'm out of that analysis paralysis phase. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm learning through experience.
I love
So
it.
it's exciting either way for me. You know, the way I see it is the money that I made, I maybe spent, I'll say less than 5 hours altogether, you know, finding a deal, marketing, and just all the work that I put into it was a lot more than I would make, you know, sitting at work for 5 hours. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process.
Yes, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all learning. I mean, even you're always going to remember that. Sometimes the biggest goal that you take away from those deals is the lessons of that negotiation, and like, okay, now I know what I can do better for next time, or I know where those lessons are gold, like no matter what the dollar amount is. So great job on closing that first deal. And how does that play into your confidence, you know, getting that first deal done?
It's building. It's, you know, now I know, like, and I know I don't know everything, but I know a little bit of what to expect. I know a little about what I should expect of myself and how I should conduct myself and the things that I need to do to even keep the deals rolling. And just talking to people is easier. Buyers, sellers, everybody, talking to people is easier. Communicating with people is so much easier now. And I'm just happy that I even started, because I knew that I needed that. I'm like, you know, that first deal, the dollar amount isn't the most important. It's just showing you that hey, you know, hey, I can do this. And now I know I can do it. I've already proven that to myself. And now, hey, it's on to the next one.
Hey, you've proven it to yourself. You mentioned it's on to the next one. While you're talking about that, you got another deal, you know, in a whole nother state. You're talking about Louisiana. You're able to purchase this home for $1,700. You have a possible buyer locked in somewhere around $13,000. I know you're negotiating with her. You're going to be working on that through the holidays. How does that feel to have this deal close up, and then you're possibly going to make 10 grand on your next deal, like back to back?
It's amazing. I'm so excited. It's insane to me, because it's like everything is lining up. I'm not at a point where I'm like, you know, I'm like, shoot, like, is God telling me to quit my 9 to 5? But like, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Be patient. But it's exciting, and to have those just the connections come in easier, and me knowing the process, and, you know, not being scared of what's next and what possibly can go wrong.
I can feel your energy right now. I love that you're even more excited just to move forward. You talk about fear. Samara and I, we always say fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. And now that you built that confidence for yourself, you got your first deal, you're about to have your second deal here closed now soon. It's like you're not walking in fear, you're starting to walk in faith. And I really appreciate that, because that's what it's all about as an entrepreneur. You begin to walk in your faith, and eventually you've been walking in faith for so long, you're gonna look around and be like, man, I'm doing this full time. Like, I don't see my job around me. So I want to know, is that part of your 2020 goal to be doing this, you know, full time? What's the big audacious goal going into 2020?
Definitely. Going into 2020, I need to work on my systems and my processes, and just being a bit more organized so that everything flows. full-time is the goal, but I'm also aware of the first thought is the freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. And what a lot of people don't realize going from a 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship is that you have to have that discipline with time management. Just because you have the time and the flexibility doesn't mean that, hey, I should go get my nails done in the middle of the day because I can. So that's one thing that I definitely know I want to work on and be able to know that I'll have under control in quitting and firing my boss.
Right, and I love how you bring that back. Like, okay, I got to learn how to be disciplined, and even just having that 9 to 5 and still being able to run my business first before I can even trust myself to let go and be able to say that, keep that discipline and keep the priorities and stay organized. So Paige, we're so excited for you, man. We cannot wait. We will be there every step of the way. I cannot wait to see that video when you fire your boss. That feeling is beyond. So we're excited to be here every step of the way. We can't wait till you close this next deal. We're definitely going to celebrate. And thank you so much for taking out the time and sharing your journey, sharing your experiences. We love having you as a student. We were just talking about that. Like, you're so coachable. You're so easy to work with.
One of the faves.
Definitely one of the favorites.
Hey, I'm like, I if I can figure it out myself, I try. But like, if I got a question, I'll shoot it to you guys, and I understand that I'm not the only person. I'm not gonna blow you up, but you guys y'all are amazing. Y'all are extremely responsive. Anything I need, like any questions I have, y'all communicate really well. And that's been a big part of the process, just if I'm in the field and I have a question, I don't have to, the group is amazing. Some of the people in the group, they're rock stars. They give us a lot of good information. So it's, the Facebook group is very valuable to me. I'm always on there, but also just, if I have a question for the two of you, I don't have to wait a long time before you guys answer me. I'm getting answers almost immediately from you guys. And it helps. That's something that builds confidence as well. Just knowing if I got a question, I can shoot it to you guys, and I have that support, and I have, you guys are going out of your way and going above and beyond to make sure we have all the information we need. So that's been a big part of my growing confidence. So thank you guys.
No, man, thank you. We appreciate that. We know how it is to be in the field, and when you have questions, you need answers. The biggest thing is you built all this momentum up so far, and the easiest way to lose that momentum is just being out there alone. And then that's when people feel like, hey, I'm alone at this. I might as well just quit and go back to what's comfortable. So we don't allow that to happen. We want to be there each step of the way. We're literally in your back pocket. So thank you. Thank you so much, Paige. This has been really, really fun. I'm excited for what's next. And let's go close out the second deal.
Well, we're getting there. Hopefully trust me, it should be a lot more coming 2020. I have some big goals, so we're gonna keep pushing.
Let's go.
Awesome.
So as always, guys, we hope this video was helpful. If you're interested in getting results just like Paige, Samara, how can they get started?
We're going to leave a link right below this video. So if you're interested in closing more deals with mobile home investing, we are your people. We're going to give you all of our blueprint, our contracts, our scripts, everything that you need to close deals and get started the right way. So don't forget to apply at the link below this video, and we'll be there to help you.
And if you got some value out of this video, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell button to be notified of videos we post every week.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.